Dear viewers, welcome to my channel Literary Intuition. Today's topic is The Wild Swans at Coole, written by William Butler Yeats. His lifespan is from 1865 to 1939. William Butler Yeats was an Irish poet, dramatist, writer, and he was involved in Irish literary revival. He founded Abbey Theatre in 1904 with Lady Gregory, who was a close friend of the poet. W.B. Yeats had lifelong love interest for Maud Gonne, who was an actress, an Irish nationalist actress. He got Nobel Prize in 1923. He was very much influenced by romantic poets like Wordsworth, John Keats, William Blake, and many more. And that's why we get the influence of Romanticism in his earlier works, though he was a modern poet. He had a strong political background and he appointed as a senator for the Irish Free State in 1922. The Wild Swans at Coole was written in 1916 and it was published first time in 1917 and then in 1919. Structurally, this is not a modern poetry, but thematically it is a modern poetry. Now let me tell you what modern poetry is actually. Modern poetry refers to poetry written between 1890 and 1950. It breaks away from the traditional rules and themes of poetry, mainly from Victorian and Romantic poetry. Modern poetry reflects the culture and attitudes of the 20th century England. Some of the most important features of modern poetry are realistic worldview, experimentation, fragmentation, disillusionment, free verse, metaphoric images, etc. Now let me give emphasis on the title. The Wild Swans at Coole. The wild swans are symbols of eternal youth, life force, constancy, everlasting love and passion. This poetry has a background. Actually, poet visited Coole Park. This is a place in Ireland. Actually, this is an estate owned by Lady Gregory. And poet W.B. Yeats visited Coole Park for 2 times. First time in 1897 and the other one is in 1916. So this poetry is a comparison between those 2 visits. When poet visited Coole Park for second time, it was the time of autumn and the time was an autumn evening. Autumn itself represents old age and evening also represents finishing of something. Evening means finishing of the day, so it indirectly also represents the old age of a person. When poet wrote this poetry, he was very much disturbed. He was unhappy because of his advancing old age and his romantic refusal by his romantic love interest Maud Gonne and also by her daughter, and he was also worried about Irish rebellion. So all those matters caused him unhappy. So being unhappy, he wrote this poetry. Now let me read the first stanza of this poetry. The trees are in their autumn beauty, the woodland paths are dry. Under the October twilight, the water mirrors a still sky. Upon the brimming water, among the stones, are 950 swans. This poetry is written in iambic meter and the rhyme scheme is A B C B D D with irregular fits. Irregular feet. In this first stanza, poet talks about his present visit. That means when he visited the Coole Park for second time. That means in 1916. That's why this first stanza is written in present tense. The trees are in their autumn beauty. The woodland paths are dry. During the time of autumn, the leaves of the trees become dry and grey or yellow color. Even the woodland paths are also dry. These images show the growing age of the poet W.B. Yeats. Under the October twilight, the water mirrors a still sky. Twilight itself is the time of finishing the day, and the still sky shows a stagnant image. It is as if the still sky is showing that the life force of the poet has stopped. The poet has lost his dynamic aspects of life. But where the swans are swimming, the water is brimming. Upon the brimming water, among the stones are 950 swans. That means the swans are moving, they are swimming, and the water is also brimming. How many swans are there? 9 and 50. That means 59 swans are swimming in that Coole Park. So in this first stanza we get two images. First image is the image of old age, which is a reflection of our poet's mind, and another image is totally contrasting, that is the image of the swans who are moving, who are swimming, who are actually enjoying their life. That's why poet has used brimming water. Brimming water means the swans have liveliness, they are actually enjoying life. It is as if they have eternal beauty, they have eternal youth, they have everlasting passion and love. The theme of this poetry is mainly searching for everlasting beauty or eternal beauty, and this theme is very much clear in this first stanza. That's all today. Next day we will try to conclude this poetry. So thank you very much. If this video is helpful for you, then please like, share and subscribe.